This is another episode of Standup Comedy, your host and MC, celebrating 40-plus years on the fringe of show business. Stories, interviews, and comedy sets from the famous and not so famous. Here's your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Hi, and welcome back to the podcast Stand-Up Comedy. Your host and MC. We hope you've been enjoying the interviews and shows with just pure comedy from back in the 80s and 90s. It's sure been a pleasure for me to bring them to you over the years. Now 6 years going on. Hey, speaking of long time in comedy, did want to mention I released a new book called 20 Questions Answered about being a stand-up comic. It's available on Amazon. If you're interested in stand-up comedy, want to do an open mic, or just learn some of the basics or deal with stage fright, check out 20 Questions Answered about being a stand-up comic. It's available on Amazon for just a few bucks. Check it out. All right. Hey, we got a great show coming up later on. The comedy team of Mack and Jamie do some musical impressions of old rock and roll and stuff. It's so funny and high energy. I know you'll enjoy it. Our featured act is Kenny Aubrey, an act out of Los Angeles that is no longer in the business, but boy, he was funny back in the day. And right now, we're going to jump into one of my favorite all-time comics. This guy has done literally hundreds of TV shows, movies, but back in the 80s and 90s, he was just one of our favorite regulars. Why? Because he's just damn funny. Let's jump into it. His name's Larry Miller. If you want to know who I'm talking about, Google his name. When you see his face, you go, oh yeah, that guy. He's been in so many TV shows and movies. But anyway, Larry Miller is also a very talented stand-up comic. Let's find out how right now. Here's some comedy by my good friend, Larry Miller.
That's another sign with music, by the way. You know you're getting old when you find yourself buying records on television. When that guy says, hey, remember the Beatles? And you go, yeah. So? In fact, anytime you buy something on TV, in fact, anytime you write down a toll-free number, you put on 5 years like that. Oh, and I get the knives, too. Is that starting to sound good to you? Honey, this one steams the rolls fresh. If that stuff is starting to sound good, you're getting up there. And the last step in this process, folks, oh, there it goes. You know you're getting old when you find yourself on your own front lawn yelling at teenagers in cars. Slow down! Punk. See, there are certain things you should not be doing after a certain age. If you're over 30 and still lean out your car window going, woo! You're an idiot. You should be slapped and sterilized. So this can never happen again. If you're over 30 and still use a cologne with a horse or a bull on it. You probably drive a car with the rear end higher than the front. Probably have one of those Playboy Bunny air fresheners hanging from the mirror. Say, wait till the gals get a look at that, huh? Want to go to lunch? Men are so stupid. Men think they're living in a beer commercial. Climbing mountains, jumping out of airplanes, things we all do. I love where he's on the yacht going around the world. He's on the rigging with a beer. Yeah, you ever drink beer on a boat? Now comes vomit time.
I gotta tell you, he always cracks me up. The way he explains and describes things, it is just so damn funny. Once again, big TV and movie star, now retired, but a very funny comic back in the 80s and 90s, Larry Miller. I know you enjoyed that. All right now we have a very funny comic. Our featured act is out of Los Angeles. He's done stand-up comedy all over the country. Not as much TV as Larry Miller, but he has been seen on HBO and on Comedy Central. Very funny guy. Let's get into his comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Aubrey.
I grant you, I get myself in trouble a little bit too often. For instance, out on the highway patrol, they have an unusual uniform, don't they? Kind of have that Smokey the Bear Ranger look. I can't help myself. Cop comes up to the window, I say, no picketing biscuits in here. I've been on the West Coast now for about 7-8 years. I've been to traffic court, 17, 18 times. I'm the only guy that has to budget bail money every month. For me, driving on the freeway is like an episode of Poltergeist. Drive down the highway, check the mirror, they're here. I got a ticket for doing 56 miles an hour. Here, apparently, is a government employee with too much spare time. He's writing me up. I said, come on, 56 miles an hour. Come on, why? And the cop said, because I have a gun. I said, here, use my pen. I said, that's stupid. Come on, give me a warning. He said, okay, if you don't pay it, I'll shoot you. A month later, I got a ticket for not wearing my seatbelt. Another $60 fine. It was so irritating, too, because the cop was so smug. He walks up to the car, he banged on the window, he said, son, notice you're not wearing your seatbelt. I said, oh, yeah? What makes you think so? The cop said, well, I'll tell you, son, when the buckle hits the pavement, Sparks gives it away. I notice we have a bonus on our cars now. I'm referring to that third taillight, the brake light in the middle. The hell is that? It's a bullseye for drunks. Paying those dues, paying those... You know what irritates me? People that park diagonally and take 2 spaces. I like to be there when this guy gets out of the car. I hope he's a tough guy. Kind of guy that likes to fight and drink and fight some more. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave a note on that car. Oh, yeah, I'm bad. I'll soap the windows, too. I'm crazy. See, I can do that. Being a weightlifter, I get away with it. Thanks for laughing. I would say it's pretty obvious I'm a weightlifter. I don't have big muscles, but I know it's working because I'm getting real stupid. Ever go out to your car on a hot sunny day? Take your sunglasses off the dashboard. Proceed to brand your face. Ow! But you keep them on because you look good. Don't beg, I can't, I gotta go. Don't beg, no, don't beg, gotta go. But I do want to leave you with some words of wisdom. If you do have sex in the car tonight, please make it safe sex. Buckle up. You've been a great crowd. I'm Kenny Aubrey. God bless you. Good night.
That was Kenny Aubrey live on stage. I know you enjoyed that as well. Very funny comic. He did get out of the business after a few years, but boy, he was so funny. Hey, you ready for some high energy musical entertainment? Well, one of my favorite comedy duos, in fact, I could probably easily say one of the best stand-up comic teams ever to play on stage, Mack and Jamie. Now, they had their own TV show for a while called Comedy Break. They both went on to solo careers after they were one of the top comedy teams around the world. In fact, they played everywhere, did a lot of TV. But Mack and Jamie had a long career in stand-up comedy, and as you will hear, a very funny comedy team. Let's have some comedy music by the one and only Mack and Jamie.
We're gonna do a song for you right now by one of the members of Crosby,
Stills,
Nash,
Young,
Merrill,
Lynch,
Pierce,
Finner,
Smith,
Proctor,
and Gamble. All right?
We're gonna mellow out a little now.
No shit.
We're gonna do a golden oldie, something kind of soft and sweet and mellow and beautiful by Miss Janis Joplin.
When I was young, seemed life was so wonderful, a miracle. It was beautiful, magical. All the birds in the tree, they'd be singing so happily, joyfully, playfully, watching me. And they sent me away to teach me how to be sensible, illogical, responsible, practical. And I decided, nah,
Fuck it.
Oh man, those guys are so funny and so right on with those impressions. Man, they really whipped the crowd up. They were just high energy, lots of fun, very funny. Mack and Jamie. Hey, you know what? Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Stand-Up Comedy, host and MC. We had 3 great acts, Larry Miller, Kenny Aubrey, and the comedy team of Mack and Jamie. Thanks so much for being a regular listener. We hope you tell your family and friends. And next week, we'll have one of our interviews of a stand-up comic, Stephen Mays. So if you get a chance, check that out. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week, as I just mentioned, for one of our comedy interviews. See you then. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. For information on the show, merchandise, and our sponsors, or to send comments to Scott, visit our website at www.standupyourhostandmc.com. Look for more episodes soon and enjoy the world of stand-up comedy. Visit a comedy showroom near you.